So the day after that EU-US trade deal was announced at President Donald Trump's Turnberry golf course in Scotland, are we any clearer on the details? Well, not a lot. But here's what we do know. There are three main parts to the deal. First, a 15% baseline tariff on most European exports to America. Secondly, there's a list of goods that will face no tariffs, and that includes aircraft equipment and some chemicals. And thirdly, the EU is agreeing to buy a lot more stuff from America, including fuel and AI chips. Is 15% a good deal? Well, everything is relative. As one German businessman said this morning, those who expect a hurricane are grateful for a storm. 15% is 5 percentage points higher than what the UK is paying, but it's the same rate as Japan, which has also done a trade deal with the US. A rate of 15%, though, is 9 times higher than what was in place when Trump returned to the White House earlier this year. But 15 is an all-in figure. That 15 will not be stacked on top of the pre-existing US tariff of 4.8%. Why did the EU go for this? Because of Germany. This deal brings down the tariff on foreign-made cars from 25% to 15%. And Germany exported $35 billion worth of new cars and car parts to America last year. Ireland seems to be satisfied too, but the French aren't happy. Now, we've yet to hear from President Emmanuel Macron, but the French Prime Minister, François Bayrou, has called it a dark day, and he said that the deal amounts to submission. Remember, every EU country must now approve the deal. One thing to watch is the effect this has on the October budget here in Ireland. The assumptions in last week's summer economic statement were based on a zero tariff situation. They will have to be revised now, given that the baseline is 15%. So the key question is whether the €9.4 billion tax and spending package will remain the same. We await to hear from Finance Minister Paschal Donohoe. For more on this story, visit the Irish Independent.